Well, hi everybody. I'm sorry about that. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Just suddenly uh, everything froze. And so I had to get out of the live stream and come back in again. And I'm hoping that the viewers, you will all find me here. That's part of what happens. Um, there we go. There's Isabel. Thank you, Isabel. I knew you guys would find me. I'm just waiting for Kimmy because I wanted to tell her the research that I found. So in the meantime, let me just continue to have some quotes here. How about this one? Michael Jackson said, "Children show me in their playful smiles the divine in everybody." All right, isn't that true? That I don't think you can play with children and not smile. Or I don't think you can be around children and not smile. Hi, Jody. Thank you for finding me. So it's about surround your life with things that make you smile. Jody, you made the point that getting the makeup and the earrings was a vital part of my self-care. When I was still in shock, it was part of I'm going to feel better if I have earrings. It's not a luxury. It's about I need earrings because it's part of my routine. Does that make sense? And every morning when I put on my earrings, I feel that I'm normal. I forget that I'm displaced and living in a hotel. And, it's just like it's part of my normal routine. And Mark Twain said that wrinkles should merely indicate where the smiles have been. All right. And to me, that's, I think laughter lines are wonderful things. I really do. To me, it's just like it tells me that I've lived a good life. So a smile is the key that fits the lock to everybody's heart. How many of you can remember somebody smiling at you and it literally unlocked your heart? Maybe, that across a crowded room type thing, that you, in your lifetime, the first time you saw the person that you love, is that, did they smile at you? And how many of you have memories of that? And to me, when I think about that, I know that the greatest memory I have of that sort of reaction was one guy that I went out with when I first met him. I didn't know that he had he had me in his sights, so to speak. And he had invited me, hi there, Nyasha. He had invited me via a third person. He got somebody to bring me to a party. And it was so strange because when I walked in the room, he was busy pouring somebody a very expensive scotch, like a 25-year-old scotch. And he was literally pouring this scotch, and he looked up and he saw me. And he smiled, and as he smiled, he just literally dropped the bottle. Now, I think I was pretty impressed by that. And it wasn't that he intentionally dropped it. It just like he didn't care about the bottle of scotch anymore. And I always remember just standing there and going, wow. It was just like, I don't know about you guys, but it was just like, I didn't know that I could have that reaction in somebody, that they literally just went. So, and that's what I remember him saying, was that, that smile just does something. And I just said, wow, maybe don't hold on to the scotch bottles too long in case I smile. It's so I look at it and I go, the fun memories. And I'm certain you've all got fun memories of people smiling at you. There you go, Sandy. And Christy Brinkley said, share your smile with the world. It's a symbol of friendship and of peace. And so, you look at it and you go, it doesn't really matter what's going on in our lives, right? That we choose to get together 3 times a week and hold each other's hands through good and through bad. I don't know about you, but that sort of is a really nice thing to have in our lives. I'm very grateful for it. And Mother Teresa said, let us always meet each other with a smile, for the smile is the beginning of love. And that's what I was asking you. Do any of you remember the first time the person that you love smiled at you? I'm pretty sure you do. And again, from Mother Teresa, every time you smile at someone is an action of love, a gift to that person. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to smile. Remember that. And so when you think about it, you might be in a year where money is really difficult. But, how about that you offer to go and meet somebody and be socially distant and just smile at them? It's a great gift. We just don't have enough of that at the moment. Or, I make a point of being online with people where I can see them face to face, because it's important to me, right? That they can see me smile, because that's what they're used to, right? They're used to seeing me smile, and they need to know I'm okay. I can sing and dance and I can smile a lot, right? Don't you think that's a lovely quote, right? If you can still sing and dance and smile, then life is pretty good. Andy Rooney said, if you smile when you are alone, then you really mean it. And that's why I'm asking, how many of you, laugh at yourself, in a nice way, when you make a mistake, or, because if you're capable of doing that, if you're capable of smiling through your humanity, life is a lot happier, I found. And so, it said that the smile is a universal welcome. How about that one? Right, so even with masks, how many of you have noticed that people, even with masks, you can tell why they're smiling when they're smiling? Right? You just have to watch their eyes, and you can tell that they're smiling. You can also tell when they're not. But I must admit that I am so glad that I bought a mask that looks like this. And yes, if I'm going to not be socially distant, I will also wear a regular mask. But most of the time that I'm out and about, I just wear this one. It goes over my own glasses, and people can see me and hear me and understand me so much more easily. So to me, it's like, that was good for my mental health. And how about this? A smiling face is a beautiful face. A smiling heart is a happy heart. And how about this? People who make you smile from just seeing them. Those are my favorite people. So may I ask you, who is it that you know in your life that just when you even think about them, you start to smile? Obviously, the Oz comes to mind, right? Ozzy, is one of those people where you just have to think about him and you start to smile. And so, but, you've probably got people in your life where just thinking about them makes you smile. When I was talking at lunchtime about Betty Ann giving me 5 chocolate bars when she knows I'm pre-diabetic, you got to smile, all right? Because to her, it was all that she had to give me at that moment. So she gave me, she gave me those chocolate bars. And it was just like, seriously? Did she honestly think I was going to be able to not eat them? So Jody is saying, yours is a smile that should never be hidden. That's a crime. Your smile helped me when we first met. Well, you see, Jody, that's what I do believe that. I believe that a smile can do so much for people. And I'm delighted that it helped you at the time. Of course, the 2x4 was needed as well, but I'm glad that that helped. Keep a smile on your face and let your personality be your autograph. Right? Let your personality be your autograph. And so I look at life and I go, I choose every morning when I get up, and I have done for the past week. Do I want to be miserable this day, or do I want to enjoy it and be grateful I have this day? And do I want to do things in this day that will make other people smile, not just me? Because I do know at a very deep level that when I can make other people smile, I feel good. I don't mind telling you that. It's very selfish of me, I know. I am intrigued by the smile upon your face and the sadness within your eyes. Yeah, I've quite often, done that. I look at people and I see that dichotomy in their expression, the sadness in their eyes and yet this incredible smile. And I nearly always say to them, I can tell by your smile and your eyes that you have lived a full life and it hasn't all been fun. Yeah, Jody's saying, yeah, that sandwich of smile 2x4 and then smile, it worked for her. Yeah, I always, it's funny, Jody, because when I think back to those days, and it seems so long ago now, I just remember thinking, boy, she really does turn herself into a human pretzel, because it's, everything you told me was that you did everything for everybody else and you did nothing for yourself. It was sort of like, really? She is so busy trying to please everybody else, she doesn't have time for herself. And the only reason I related to it, Jody, is because I used to be there, and I totally understand. And you understand that's why I picked up on it the way that I did. When life gives you 100 reasons to cry, show life that you have 1,000 reasons to smile. That's definitely my life at the moment. And how about this one? It says here, if you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. I have said, a lot during this week when people have been surprised at how happy I appear to be. I even had it happen when I was at Walmart, when the checkout person was saying to me, boy, this must be fun that you're buying these, all these clothes. And I said, yeah, it is great fun, actually. But the reason I'm buying them isn't so much fun. And so obviously they asked why. And I said, because, my house caught fire and I don't have any clothes. And that's why I'm here buying clothes. And she looked at me and said, why do you look so happy? I said, yeah, because I have a choice. I can be happy or I can cry. Which would you prefer? And she said, what? I said, yeah, you got a choice. Which would you prefer? Is it easier to talk to me while I'm laughing, or would you rather I were crying? Would you feel better? I don't think so. And so, hi, LVDT. Good to meet you. So, I look at it and I go, it's a choice. We make these choices. There are things in our lives every day that are frustrating and make you angry and do whatever. But, if you can choose to smile through it, it's just like, yeah, right, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it is what it is. And so Steve Maraboli said it only takes a split second to smile. True. Huh? Yet to somebody that needs it, it can last a lifetime.